Hi everyone, welcome to Honey Drops Tarot. This is a general reading for the sign of Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Sag, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes. I truly appreciate it. Just a quick note, please do not fall for any scammers. I will never reach out to solicit for a private reading. I do offer private readings, and if you're interested in signing up for one of those or in making a donation, you can find that information in my Buy Me a Coffee link, my official Instagram and TikTok, all listed in the About section of my YouTube page. And I thank you so much in advance. Sag, I hope that you're doing well. I'm going to be using two decks for your reading today. The first one, brand new deck. I love it so far. The Oracle of the Radiant Sun. This is going to be for the base spread of the reading. And I don't have the box for this one, but this one is the Gilded Tarot by Ciro Marchetti. Let me just do something here. Very good. Okay. Cards have been pre-shuffled. This is for Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. What messages do you have for Sagittarius, please, Spirit? For their best and highest good. Let's see. 3 cards for the base spread have come out. Oh, goodness. Okay. Goodness gracious. Okay. Sag, you never do anything without making a splash. An extra card came out in the reverse, the Knight of Wands. This is your energy. Knight of Wands. Knight of Wands, all the knights are, come galloping in on their horses. Urgent messages to deliver, urgent things to do. But the Knight of Wands is kind of a spontaneous, passionate, fly by the seat of their pants kind of person. Thank you, Spirit. So you could have a history of being a little spontaneous, little go-get-em tiger kind of person. But you got this card in the reverse. So it kind of tells me that, just forgive the wording, but this is how it's coming through. Your gallivanting ways and days are over. And this is by not only choice, but like a recognition of some kind of pattern of behavior that you're looking to change. And maybe some things have been shown to you that you're not pleased with, but you're taking charge. You're taking charge. You don't want to be this fly by the seat of your pants person anymore. If this applies to you. But that's the energy that I see with that card. It's not my favorite. He's not my favorite knight. But he is very seductive and he is very convincing. So it's kind of like, oh, interesting. Spirit just said this phrase, the better angels of our nature. What? Is that like a line from a poem or a speech? I'm so sorry, I cannot remember. I feel like somebody literary said that. The better angels of our nature. Let me know if that's relevant to you in some way. So if I just take because I can't see what's around it, right? If I just take that one excerpt, or that one phrase, the better angels of our nature, it would suggest that we have a baser nature, right? And I see a little bit of that in your reading today. I see a lot of, thank you, Spirit. I see a lot of it in your reading today. We'll get to that in a minute. We're trying to conquer the ego. We're trying to conquer the shadow. We recognize that we have a shadow, but we're not interested in allowing it to take over. So this is not a past, present, future. It's just a general reading, okay? We start with a 6, which corresponds to the Lover's card in the major arcana, Gemini energy. Lover's card talks about divine partnership, divine union, or a choice point where we're met with decisions on what's going to make us happy. The word is discrimination. Now, this is not to suggest, in my opinion, I mean, you can interpret however you want to interpret that word, but when we, discrimination in many contexts can talk about some kind of injustice or unfairly discriminating against something. But then there's another context to the word discrimination, which is to be highly choosy or particular. You have discriminating tastes, so it's not good enough that it has to be a blue carpet. Rather, it should be teal, it should be periwinkle, it should be lapis, not just blue, right? So there's this sense with the word discrimination, which kind of suggests that your taste in something or your thoughts about something are very refined, very particular. That's what I see here. It's almost like all these butterflies here are so ornate and beautiful, but they're particular. Something particular about them. 3 of Pentacles to clarify that. 3 of Pentacles is regarded as a card of collaboration and co-creation with Spirit. It's the sense that together with Spirit, we're working on making moves, on making things happen, on bringing something from the heavenly realm into the earthly realm, right? One step at a time. By the time we reach the 3 of Pentacles, and we haven't gotten that far, but far enough to make an impact on the process of manifestation. So the Ace of Pentacles in the tarot is like brand new beginning. It's like that spark of creativity and that open door that Spirit gives you, right? So assuming you walk through the open door, you move to the 2 of Pentacles, which is indecision. It's just like, okay, the open door, and now I have all these things that I have to juggle, all these things I have to think about, all these responsibilities. Which do I look at first? They all seem very enticing. Having to make our decisions, you know, about what we're going to prioritize. And so then by the time 3 of Pentacles comes around, okay, we've decided what we want to prioritize, and now we got to make things happen. And so we don't work in a vacuum. Humans don't exist in a vacuum. So we ask for Spirit's help, and we ask for the help of a soul tribe member, a family member, a coworker, whomever, to put our resources together to create, to make things happen. But we're very particular about what it is that we want. Can I get a clarifier? Seven of Swords. 7 of Swords, you can see here the little fox down here. You see the little fox? Sometimes this card can be the trickster energy, the thief of the tarot. I think you can see his face there. The 7 of Swords is, well, the meaning of the card at its kind of, I don't even want to say its purest level, because it's all intuitively looked at, but 7 of Swords can talk about wanting to gain the upper hand in a situation, but without having to fight for it or having to fight over something. So this character is notoriously stealing swords from like the enemy camp or the enemy party in order to avoid war. But they have to steal in order to have the unfair advantage, right? So there's some situation in your life here where, you know, it's like almost like in order to elevate something in your life, you're going to have to be very, and Spirit keeps saying the word unrelenting, so I'm not sure what that's about. Maybe you do mean to be this way. I mean, it's not for me to judge. But it's like you're trying to gain the upper hand. It is a little sneaky. It's not that I want to say, oh, Sag, are you trying to get away with something? But it's more like you are, there's a little bit of opportunist energy. Like you're not trying to hurt anybody. You're not trying to cut anybody down. It's not about that. But you see an open door, somebody forgot to close, you're going to walk through it. You see an opportunity, no one said you couldn't take that opportunity, so you're going to go for it. So it's one of these situations. Spirit's giving me a very specific example of, you know, let's say you're in a job situation and this coworker that you get along with, they might not be your best friend, but you get along with them. They say, hey, Sag, guess what? There is this amazing new job position open within the company, and it's more money and it's less hours and it's a great opportunity for me, and I'm gonna apply for it, wish me luck. And then maybe you come in and say, hey, that looks like a great opportunity, I want to go after it too. And you apply to the job that they were so excited about, right? There's nothing inherently wrong with what you're doing, but it might be a part of you that's like, well, I wish they hadn't told me. But I can't unhear it. And this is a good opportunity for me to make money too, so may the best person win. That's what it feels like. So you're not undermining that person in particular, but you are pitting yourself against them in some way, right? That's just an example. Because somehow that job opportunity just ticks all the boxes. And then it's kind of like, well, is it my fault that they told me? Like, I didn't ask them for anything, right? So it's interesting. It's an interesting energy. You do you, Sag. I'm a Sag rising. There's nothing like that so far that I know about in my life, but it's an interesting energy. But I mean, here again, you're trying to, I feel like, I don't want to say turn over a new leaf, because it makes you seem like you're doing something wrong, but there may be some patterns or behaviors that you know could be potentially problematic. That's all I'm going to say. What's interesting, though, is another 6 comes out, the Order card. And this card featured very, very prominently in the Aries reading. So if you have Aries in your chart, I highly recommend you watch that reading as well. Comes out right before yours. The Order card in that reading, it feels like something different for you, but in that reading it talked about, things almost being too orderly, too put together, too close to one another, to its detriment. And for you today, I just see like succession, that word succession. Now, I'm not talking about the TV show. I haven't watched it. Maybe that's relevant though, because I know that show talks about kind of workplace scenarios. So that show might resonate with you. But I see it's kind of like layers of growth. And then when we finally kind of reached the top. We're in full bloom or full growth period. It's like you have always been able to see your potential, and you want to follow it all the way to the top. But it is clarified by the devil. You're the first sign in 6 readings to get this card. The devil energy, number 15 of the major arcana, Capricorn. You could be dealing with a Capricorn or have Capricorn placements in your chart. Devil card traps the lovers, like down here. Traps the lovers, keeps them trapped and bound. The devil card is talking about addictions, codependencies, cycles of repeat, bad habits, negative self-talk. It's in the major arcana for a reason. We all go through devil energy. The number of times that the devil card has showed up in readings I've done for myself, it's almost like sometimes I can feel where the devil card is in the deck. When I read for myself, sometimes I can feel where he's lingering. And when he pops out, I just roll my eyes. And I roll my eyes because I already know. It's like I already know what you're going to say. That I should go to bed earlier, that I shouldn't be working so much, that I shouldn't be gossiping so much. I already know. I already know. So, it's strange dichotomy, order and seeming chaos. Because the devil card is about chaos too, chaos and conflict. This sense of having to overcome incredible odds, but they're all internal battles. Tough energy. Tough. Let's pull a clarifier for the devil card. Why is the devil card here? Sag wasn't trying to see that today. What is it that we're working on? Because the card is in the upright. When the card is in the upright, it means that we're going to eventually be moving on from that energy to the tower energy when there's, you know, a change. And now I hear Michael Jackson's song, Man in the Mirror. I'm going to make a change for once in my life. It's going to feel real good. It's going to make a difference. I'm going to make it right. Going to make it right. Page of Cups. To clarify the devil. Man, Page of Cups doesn't have a chance against the devil. And yet, Page of Cups can talk about offers of genuine love, concern, offers of apology. I feel as though I don't know who I'm talking to right now, but I don't know if it's a cross watcher. I don't know who I'm talking to right now, but like, it's like you knew you knew that there was going to be fallout from this, whatever this was. You knew there was going to be fallout, and now you're just like, I knew, and I'm sorry, and I care about you like I really do, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Could be too little too late. And because, you know, we have to face the ramifications of our actions. To what? To every action there's a reaction. To every action there is a consequence. The next card out is the number 7. It's harmony. It looks to me like this is your desire. Can we all just get along? Can we all just, you know, but I see all of these birds around. These birds kind of represent worry. There are 15 birds here. I just counted. There are 15 birds here. Just like the number 15 in this card. There are a lot of number synchronicities in your reading. Tremendous number synchronicities. Why? Because the harmony card is clarified by the lovers in reverse. Remember I said the devil keeps the lovers trapped and bound? Here they are, side by side. And guess what? It's a number 6. 6. 6. 6. Now, yes, 666 represents the devil in some religious texts, sure. But I mean, 666 in spiritual terms is not a bad number. It's actually the number of victories, of progression. 6s are the numbers of progression. But you have this card in reverse. So when the Lover's card is in reverse, it kind of tells me that there's some level of harmony that has not yet been met. It's not so easy. So, you know, Sag, I don't want this to, like I said, I'm a Sag rising, so I'm just like, what could this possibly be, right, in my life? But it's, one, we can't please everybody. And how much of our life do we have to apologize for? Do we set out to hurt other people on purpose? We should be asking ourselves that question every single day. If people ask themselves that question every single day, I think that the world might be a little bit better. Am I setting out to hurt somebody today? And if so, you should be ashamed of yourself. If not, if you're just like, you know, I'm just doing what I think is right. I'm just doing what's best for me. I'm not trying to hurt anybody, but at the same time, you know, if I see an opportunity, I have to take it. I have a family, I have responsibilities. I get that too. You know, that's kind of an impossible situation sometimes. Like if I had a friend at work that said that there was some incredible opportunity to make like double your salary or triple your salary for some crazy amazing job or whatever, I mean, I would have to think twice about whether or not I would want to apply to. Knowing me, I probably wouldn't. I might ask questions, but unless somebody said, honey, I think you'd be great for that job, that was not my friend, I don't know that I would. But I'm not going to sit here and judge other people that would go after it, because it's a tough world out there. We have to do what we can, and we have to be in the space of like wanting to go after the things that are going to make us happy. Can I have a clarifier? This is a complicated reading. It's truly complicated. But there's lots of synchronicities here. So you got another knight, the Knight of Pentacles. Authentic, very authentic. Kind of wishing it was a Knight of Cups because this harmony card would make sense, but the Knight of Pentacles is bringing in an authentic offer. You know, saying, hey, there's another open door that you might be interested in. So it's almost like, okay, just looking at the job scenario, if someone else is applying the job and, you know, maybe you want to apply to it too, you get all the intel, you find out all the details, and then come to find out, hey, there's another job that's even better. You apply to that one. Caution. Caution, Sag. Just stand in your integrity and you'll never go wrong. But this is the fly in the ointment, this Devil card. What's Spirit's advice for Sagittarius? 5 of Pentacles in the reverse. 5 of Pentacles in the upright talks about this feeling of being left out, left behind. Spirit is saying, whatever, if this is a job or a boyfriend or girlfriend or like a opportunity, don't feel as though you've been left out. Spirit has not left you out. Just have to be patient and wait for the offer that is right for you, because there will be one. There will be one. When we think about abundance, we can say to ourselves, you know, there is enough abundance to go around. If we believe that, it shall be so. I don't need to compete with anybody else. What's meant for them is for them. What's meant for me is for me. Tough reading, Sag. I hope that it resonated. If it did, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Please hit the bell notification to be updated as to when I post new readings. Thank you, Sag.